Yeah, so ESG, they score your company on environmental, social governance. So how much are you helping out with the environment, social, like how many women do you have on your board? How many gays do you have on your board? How many people from colored people, all this stuff? That's the, hey, do you want that score to be there? And then how much back are you giving to environment? Just to tell you how pathetic this ESG score is.
Is that a government agency?
No, not at all.
So it's private.
It's a private agency funded by some interesting people. There's an organization out there called Open Society Foundation, started by Soros, whom he gave $32 billion to, by the way. $32 billion. You can Google this to see how much money he's given to Open Society Foundation since, I think, 1994. The number is $32 billion. So ESG, you get the score. Here's how pathetic ESG is. The score. Which company do you think has done more for the environment in America? Philip Morris or Tesla?
Probably Tesla.
Okay.
Is what I would say.
Tesla has a much lower ESG score than Philip Morris. Philip Morris has A+ rating. What a great environmental, social governance company out there. Philip Morris. Great job, guys. No, it's because Elon Musk thinks the S in ESG stands for satanic. And he doesn't want to buy to the scoring system that these Soros and Finks and some of these guys in the world are doing. And Larry Fink is like, I feel ashamed. I think the word ESG is being weaponized. You do not feel ashamed. You know exactly what you're doing. You're running a company with $10 trillion of assets under management. You're crushing the EFT game. Of course, you're the one that's managing other people's money, but at the same time, you're influencing where that money goes to. You know, it's not like they're doing it. You tell them where the money is going into. Yes, you need some approval, but you get to do the influence. So for me, the ESG side that's a little bit concerning is they are the largest shareholder themselves, like Larry Fink is BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. These three companies are the largest shareholders of 88% of S&P 500 companies. Let me say that one more time. You got 500 companies, S&P 500, 88% of those companies, their largest shareholder of those companies is either State Street, Vanguard, or BlackRock, okay? So whose phone call do you think you have to pick up when they call you? BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. Who do you fear if you're the CEO of those companies? State Street, Vanguard, BlackRock. You better answer those calls. Who are you going to hire? You're going to have to hire whoever they're going to want you to hire because you want the high score. So now, let's go to other industries. Department of Defense, Raytheon, General Dynamics, Boeing, Northrop Grumman. 3 out of the 4 top shareholders in almost every one of those companies. Guess which companies they are? State Street, Vanguard, BlackRock. So the commander-in-chief is not who we think it is. It's the CEO of BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. It's people like Larry Fink and George Soros. They have influence. We've always been like, oh my God, look how rich is it? Is it good for a guy like Elon Musk to be as rich as he is? Elon Musk is nothing compared to what these guys are doing collectively together. They have gotten, I don't know how many people that have signed off to the numbers here. I think it's 60, something like that, or 51 people that have signed off to this to be part of this ESG community. They have access to $66 trillion of assets under management. You know how much total money there is in the world circulating? You know the total money? It's around $430 trillion, $440 trillion. They control $66 trillion of the entire world's wealth. When I say control, I mean influencing is what they can do. So when you're seeing some of these companies making the kind of decisions that they're making, you're asking yourself, why would they do such a thing? That is so stupid. You know, right now, if you wanted to go be nominated for an Oscars, I don't know if you guys know the data with nominating for Oscars, what percentage of your employees need to be part of a LGBTQ community, what percentage of your employees, actors, editors, cutters, a percentage needs to be from Native Americans, disability, LGBT, black. If you don't, you cannot be nominated, which means almost every single movie in the history of Oscars that won an Oscar would have never won with today's guidelines. That's how pathetic this is getting right now with the direction they're going to influence what you're going to be doing with whatever company or project you're running.
Now, you haven't said this explicitly, but I can kind of read between the lines. If your theory on all of this turns out to be true, is this stuff that you're nervous to be saying online?
No, I'm not nervous to be saying online.
But we know what happened to other people that potentially had knowledge.
All I'm saying to you is the following. Everything I'm saying to you, you need to go do your own due diligence. Type in 88% S&P 500, BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. Are you okay with that? That's what you got to ask yourself.